The Chicago Cubs begin their 2025 stateside campaign Thursday as they take on the Arizona Diamondbacks. And look, now is the perfect time on the eve of opening day to give you my Cubs official 2025 predictions. Now, I have the Cubs winning 87 games in 2025, good enough for second in the NL Central. However, I do think they make the postseason by way of wild card. I think they nab the third wild card spot, just beating out the San Diego Padres. Now, why do I think the Cubs are finishing behind the Brewers? Look, pitching, pitching, pitching. After a phenomenal 2024 season on the pitching side, where they finished sixth in team ERA, they're bound for regression. Shota Imanaga had a phenomenal rookie season. He's bound for regression. Jameson Taillon, after a horrible 2023, regressed to the other side, was phenomenal. I think he regresses toward the mean in 2025. Look, Justin Steele is probably going to be just as advertised. He'll be the same. Matthew Boyd, wild card. He has been injured most of his career, has not been good in his career. Last year he was great, albeit he only pitched about 40 innings. Then you have Ben Brown, pretty much a wild card right there. He could be great, but he could also be terrible. This team has depth: Javier Assad, Jordan Wicks, hopefully Cade Horton at some point. I just don't think it's enough to beat out the Brewers. And if you look at the Brewers, I mean, we count this team out every single year, and they somehow always prove us wrong. And I think you have to give them the benefit of the doubt. Now, the Cubs offense, it got better. They added Kyle Tucker, but that was the only big move. This team swung and missed at Tanner Scott in the bullpen and also Alex Bregman. They needed one more big piece to definitively make them the NL Central frontrunners, and they couldn't do it. And because of that, I don't think this team is good enough to win the NL Central. I do think they make the postseason, but I think the Brewers are just slightly better. They win on the margins. The Cubs have been unable the last couple of years to do that, and really that's been the difference. The Cubs lose close games, the Brewers win close games, and I just think it's not enough what the Cubs have done so far. The Brewers, on paper, their team doesn't look great, but they somehow get it done. I think Jackson Chourio is great. I think Christian Yelich, if healthy, is going to be good. They lost Willy Adames, but I think Joey Ortiz will be fine. They're getting back Brandon Woodruff, Nestor Cortez. This team is going to somehow get things done, and I just think until the Cubs can prove they can beat the Brewers, they aren't going to pass them. It's disappointing, but I do think the Cubs still make the postseason as a wild card team. They'd actually match up with the Brewers in the first round, and hey, there's your chance for revenge. Cubs finishing in second place in the NL Central. They make the postseason, but there is work to be done. You have to play games on the field, of course. And hey, Cubs could win this division. I think the Brewers have it on paper right now, but you never know. Let's play ball.